So hi guys, Merwrangler Sean here today, a little bit different than usual. Raina's doing something else, so I'm doing this today. So go ahead and subscribe if you get a chance, or ring the bell. That would be much appreciated. Also, Patreon/Raina Mermaid. If you give us a couple bucks, it goes a long way to do reviews, like what we're doing today. Today we are looking at a couple GoPros. What we've got is a bunch of new gear, and we're going to explain it while we're looking at a video, because it looks kind of weird. So what we're going to do is actually review a video that we took with 3 GoPros simultaneously, and I'm going to narrate as we go through how we did it and why we use this different gear to get better shots. So here we are, we all swam in a group event together with a bunch of friends. What I've done is I've mounted 3 GoPros, a Hero 7, Hero 6, and a Hero 3 Plus, and I've mounted them all onto this device, which is a quad adapted ABS pipe. Now you can make this at different types of pipes. PVC piping, which is typically white, or this, which is, as you can see, it's black. And essentially what this does is it stabilizes by giving it a wide mount. It gives you a better grip and an overall better shot. You can see the difference between the 3 cameras now that I've got them mounted. I've got the Hero 7 on the bottom, the Hero 6 and the Hero 3 on the top, and I've also got a white mount on here as well to make sure that the close-up shots show up clearly. The Hero 6 and the Hero 7 are near identical, so what I actually did is I put the Hero 7 in linear mode, the Hero 6 in widescreen mode, which is the same as the Hero 3 Plus. They're all running at 1080p at 60 frames a second, so I can slow them right down. And together, what I wanted to show, and disclaimer, they're all in default settings. No color correction has been done. Everything is essentially the same as it would come out of the box. And this is what you'd be seeing over the years. One of the biggest differences you're going to see is that there is onboard stabilization on the Hero 7, so it's a hardware stabilization component. The Hero 6 had small amounts of stabilization built into it. The Hero 3 did not. It's so many years old now, so we threw it in there just to basically show how far these cameras have come. And as you can see, they've come a long way even in form factor. Although the Hero 6 and Hero 7 do look the same, the Hero 3 is surprisingly clunky and had a separate LCD attached to it. So as you can also see, they have separate housings. The Hero 3 Plus has its own dive housing, whereas the Hero 6 and Hero 7, they don't have an enclosure. The enclosure is built within, they're completely waterproof on their own, and they've got their own seals on all their components. So essentially, it's come a very long way in a short amount of time. The company itself has had its issues here and there, trying out drones and doing different things, but they've gone back to their roots and they're sticking with the GoPros once again. As far as the manufacturing of one of these things goes, it's pretty simple. You can pick these up at a Home Depot location. Any hardware store basically have something like this, and you can choose from PVC piping or ABS piping. It's just used for plumbing or other projects. It's very easy to cut. You can use a ruggedized safety blade or an all-purpose saw, whatever you want to use. And you just link it together into different pieces. You buy them in sizable lengths, and I've got another here. You can build them out of whatever size you prefer for yourself. You can have as many mounts on it as you want. As you can see, I've got 4 on this one, but I've only got 3 here. And you can also mount them upside down, or you can mount them straight up. And you can also mount them different ways using a twist lock, or you can go ahead and mount it with the typical arms, which once I've got them sealed on, they're sealed on pretty tight, and they can just mount in a location, which is great. As you can see here, I've got all the different GoPros and other things attached. I've also got a light. I've got a couple different ways of doing these mounts. The mounts are available on Amazon. You can pick them up. Anything that uses the standard GoPro from years ago still works today and can be mounted on with the existing screws that are available. It's a standard size across the board. There's even new products that are available now. DJI came out with a new underwater device that is on board with the same gear the GoPro uses, and it's got a forward-facing screen. There are some differences between the different GoPros. As I mentioned earlier, we had to get an add-on screen for the Hero 3 Plus. The screens are built into the Hero 5, 6, 7. They all use the same gear, they use the same batteries. They're all interchangeable, but there's some significant differences in how they operate. The old software is used entirely different than the new Hero 7, on the Hero 7 Black in particular, and it's been completely rewritten, so you'll have to learn it all over again, even if you're a seasoned veteran of all the GoPros. There's also free GoPro software that comes with it. When you do get your Hero, whichever version you get, there's software that you can just get off the website. You can add it on your phone. You can also add it on your computer, Apple, PC, whatever you've got. You can use it there. There's also a warranty package that's available in North America, both Canada and the US, which is great for us. For $5 a month, you can also get unlimited storage for all of your GoPro videos. It also gives you an opportunity to replace your device twice. If you do damage it for any reason whatsoever, you can send it back in for a nominal fee, and they'll send you a brand new one as a replacement. So accidents happen, and if you happen to lose yours, you can go ahead and just pay like the $80 for the newest one, and then you've got your GoPro back again. You can use it all over again, which is great. And especially now that we've got this many, the older ones are no longer covered, but the new ones all are, and you just basically get the $5 package and they're all covered. You just have to register them on the website. Stabilization has changed over the past few years. I mentioned this earlier, but it's a big deal now. The biggest deal is that the Hero 6 came with some pretty good stabilization on board, and when you've got a standard bobble and you're holding onto your GoPro, say if you're hanging onto it with a single device, it's gonna wobble like this. Biggest problem there is that you're going to have shaky cam footage no matter what you do, and that's not what's going to look good when you're trying to put a video together. The nice thing about the Hero 7 is that the onboard stabilization is done within the hardware of the device. It trims the corners of all of the footage and it makes it a nice, solid, stable video. But the problem there still is that even if you've got a bobble or something else on it, it's still going to shake and it's still going to have some problems. So the wider the grip on something like this, you're going to get increased amount of footage when you go out and get a shot done. When you're jumping into the pool, when you're hanging onto it, someone bumps into you, that footage is still good. You're not going to lose that. You're going to be able to still use the majority of your footage that you have for your shoot. And some of these shots you're only going to get once. The nice thing too is you can hand this off to somebody else who's never used it before, and they're going to figure it out. If they've been able to learn to walk and talk, they can figure out how to hold one of these things and get your footage. So another thing to watch for is that these are incredibly buoyant when they first get in the water. It's just piping. So essentially what you want to do is find some way of getting it neutral again. You can either fill it with water or you can fill it with rocks, whatever you've got nearby if you're shooting in the ocean. You don't want to do that if you're in a pool. What you want to do is keep it nice and simple and clean. You don't want to cause any problems, but overall, you should be able to get the shot that you want once you've got this thing nice and neutrally buoyant. So as you can see, the differences between the three, the video quality, it might not seem like it's changed a lot over the past few years, but the Hero 6, the Hero 3, there's significantly more wobble on those shots. On average, the Hero 7 is going to be able to maintain and hold that shot just a little bit longer. Even in the transitions and everywhere else, the footage just stays a little bit more stable, and in some cases dramatically more stable. You're also going to get a higher quality shot. You're going to be able to get a number of other features that you can't get on the other ones, such as 4K video, 60 frames a second. The Hero 8 is probably going to be out sometime in the fall. They've learned that they have to release a new camera every year. I can't wait to see what that one does, because the stabilization in Hero 7 was dramatically different, to the point where I went and decided to get that one because I knew I could get better footage for all of the events that we're going to be partaking in over the next little while. So far I'm pretty happy with the footage, so I think that we're going to get a lot more this summer. One of the other nice features that I forgot to mention earlier was that the newer models, the older models, could be controlled through Wi-Fi connections, where you can connect directly to your phone or another device, where you can get all the footage that you just got recently, and then you can take a peek at it to see how good it was, whether it was the shot that you wanted or not. One of the things I do is take a look at them, download all the videos onto my phone while we're driving in the car, and by the time we get back to wherever we're going to be staying, I can take a look to see, hey, how did the day go? And I've got a nice backup of everything as well if the camera happens to disappear. There's also a number of other features that you can put on the GoPro as well, including different filters. If you're going to be swimming in an area that has a particular amount of sunlight or lacks sunlight, if you're swimming deeper, you're going to need to get some different filters to get that shot. So you're probably best to take a look at some of those if you're going to be using your camera extensively. Other than that, it's pretty good as is. I'll also be doing a Merwrangler workshop in Texas when we're down there for FinFest. If you want to come down and see me firsthand, that'd be great. I have all kinds of other ideas. If you've got any, if you'd like to suggest in the comments, feel free to comment on anything you'd like me to cover. I tend to do a lot of crazy things on the side. How you doing?
I think you do a good job.
I did. Yay! If you could go ahead and like and subscribe, that'd be great. And also patreon.com/RainaMermaid. I'll also be doing a Merwrangler. Nope. What am I doing? Workshop.
Yes.
Bloopers. I'll start over again.
Not so easy, is it?
No.